Hello, everyone. Welcome to the webcast today on this very, very special day, December 21st of 2020. What a year it has been, and what a year we have coming up for us all. And so I welcome all of you to today's gathering, and in gratitude that you are here to share in this moment with me, my guides, and all of your guides. It is wonderful to create ceremony around this passage of time. We're moving into a new age for humanity, and it's really wonderful to honor that demarcation in time and to create ceremony around it, to make it special for yourself and to bring your intentions to life and to light. And that is what we will be doing today. We'll be going to do a couple of meditations that are interlinked, that will be helped by our guides. Your guides will be all around, as well as mine, and they'll be helping to guide this meditation. We're going to travel into our sacred gardens, the sacred garden that you hopefully have participated in this month with the meditations provided in the Light Vibes Learning Community for December. We're going to travel into this sacred garden, and if you haven't been there yet, no worries. The guides will take you through the steps to travel into this garden. In this space, we're going to offer up all of our intentions, both for the earth and for ourselves, to vibrate in the frequency, in accord, in communion with the truth of our being, all of our being, not just what we see here today, but who we have been in the past and who we shall be in the future. All of you, all that is what you are. You are a reflection of the oneness of all that is. And so that will be brought into fruition today, so that all of the aspects of you from the future, from the now, and from the past will come together and be your unified expression going forward. That is part of the promise of this celestial gateway that we are walking through today. It is that ability to begin vibrating in a frequency that allows you to access all parts of your Akashic field, all parts of your expression as a soul on the different dimensional levels and in the different dimensional spaces that you have inhabited and will inhabit, and all of the frequencies that you have participated in, all of the experiences you've had, the learning you have done, how all of that has affected your DNA and changed the vibrational field and frequency that you emit. All of that comes in together in the center of your being, in the still point of your heart today, as we release our intentions to the universe. That is the first part of the meditation. And it's important to note that in this first part, we will initiate this with intentions for the earth and for her healing and for her ongoing health. And that we will then move into the transition of radiating our own intentions for what we wish to bring forward into our now moment for ourselves. And then we will shift into, with all of our guides' assistance, walking through the portal, this gateway that is alive and well and present in this moment in our Earth history, in this time-space continuum that we find ourselves in at this moment. So that archway will be something that we walk through together with our guides. And that will be a way of bringing ceremony and bringing intention and bringing, I would say, action in your meditation to what is happening today. It is metaphor, and yet it is also energetically very vital to do this, because it symbolizes that you are ready to walk through into this new age. It symbolizes that you are here, you're present, you're aware, and you're engaged in this process of moving forward into this new time. And that is very important, because we want to be alive, alert, awake, and engaged in this move into this new time that we find ourselves on. And what does this new time mean for all of us? It means something different for each of you, for sure. But what some of the guides have shared with me is that it will be a time in which our experience here will not be as delineated as it has been, meaning it won't feel like we are marching through time in such a linear fashion anymore. We will have this ability to shift into different frequencies and dimensional spaces more often. It will be easier. The demarcation between dimensional fields will not be as prominent. So it'll be easier to feel like you are able to transport your energy into another space, another awareness. And this becomes very important because this is how you access your future self. This is how you access aspects of you from the past where you have learned a skill or where you have had a certain experience that is very relevant to what you're going through right now. So that's a really exciting part of moving into this new era on the earth. And what it means for Earth is that she herself will also be vibrating in a frequency that helps to bring about a new age of technology. And it's an earth-based technology. It's a technology that does not harm the planet, but instead utilizes the free gifts of the planet, the energy of the planet. Energy should be free. That will be something that comes into greater awareness and usage on the planet in the coming years. We will understand how free energy can be driven, how free energy can be generated, and how we can tap into that free energy that's all around us. So look for some exciting developments, I would say, technologically speaking. And how that's all going to play out will really depend on each of us and the intentions that we bring forward during this time. How do we want to share our gifts with humanity? How can we serve ourselves and humanity, knowing that we are a reflection of all that is, a reflection of the oneness of this consciousness that we find ourselves a part of? So it's exciting from that technological aspect that we will be coming and creating into new developments, and that some of those developments, not only will they be around energy, but about cleaning water and about living in new types of communal spaces together in which we are growing plants and food in these communal spaces, both inside and out, taking advantage of some of that free energy and light energy so that we can have fresh vegetables year round. In many parts of our country and in many parts of the world, there's, depending on whether you're in the southern northern hemisphere, different times based on the tilt of the earth, it is difficult to access fresh foods that are grown without having to transport them. And what we're going to move into is bringing everything into a localized environment, food production on a localized environment that is right in your space and is year round. So coming up with different ways of heating and creating heat and free energy so that foods can be grown and vegetables can be grown and fruits can be grown year round to create sustenance and phytonutrients that the body needs. And speaking of nutrients that the body needs, humans will become less and less dependent on food as well, and will start to survive and thrive on the energy of the sun. We know that the sun is radiating and coming to Earth in a different way in this time on our planet. We know that we're in a position in the galaxy right now that we're receiving an incredible amount of cosmic waves of information. So we know that the human form is receiving light codes of information that has never been received before. Our DNA is designed to work with those new light codes. It's designed to shift and metamorphosize into something different than it is right now, to become more active in parts of it that have become dormant or have always been dormant in our history or in our memory. So absolutely, the DNA will be changing as these cosmic waves of information are coming to our planet and reaching us. That will create a whole new human once again. We will continue to evolve, and we'll be evolving in ways that are unexpected. It will bring in new intelligence to our brain. It'll bring in new expansion. It'll bring in longevity. It'll bring in a lot of different ways of working with the planet and doing so in a less harmful way than we have to date. So a lot of exciting things are heralded with this new age, not just for ourselves individually, but for the planet as a whole, and for her continued evolution in a healthy way. And that evolution continuing with humanity as part of it. We're part of her story. We are an expression of her. And therefore, as we evolve, she evolves, and as she evolves, we evolve. We are part of the same organism, all beating with one heartbeat, as are all of the animals and plants and microbes upon this beautiful earth that we call home. So we all evolve together. And as we become more technologically advanced in a way that serves Earth and serves humanity at the same time, we start to come into more, I would say, harmonious flow with all of the plants and microbes upon and the animals upon the planet, so that we no longer have to be in a stance of us or them. We no longer have to be in a stance of destroy to survive. That is what we currently are in and what we have been in, but that is all shifting now. We're going to gain new understanding of how these organisms and animals around us provide us with life and energy, food, sustenance, and healing. And as we come into that understanding in a much greater way, as new discoveries are made, we will come back into a place of honoring and receiving the benefit from these organisms. As we honor these organisms, we honor ourselves. As we honor these organisms, we honor Earth. And as we do so, it all comes around back to us as a benefit. We benefit them, they benefit us. And that's a really beautiful thing that I see is what we're emerging into. It will take time, but at least now we are traveling through this gateway where that process can all start to come to fruition. It is not that none of these discoveries have been made in the past, but they have been met with a great deal of resistance, and that resistance is now fading away. That resistance is now starting to transform into something completely different. As our DNA becomes transformed, so does the energy around us, because we emit energy from our DNA. We emit energy from our mitochondria. We emit energy from our nervous system. That energy creates the biofield around us. And that biofield is in mass with all of humanity what generates the energy that this earth vibrates with. She herself emits energy, but it mixes and mingles with humanity's energy. And that sends frequencies of signal and information out into the cosmos. And that then directs and interacts with the organisms and with the other beings, both ethereal and embodied, out in the cosmos that are watching Earth and humanity and seeing our progress and waiting until it is time for them to safely be able to make themselves known to us. So as we affect the earth in this more positive way, it will bring us into a state of being in which we can begin to take a seat at the table of negotiation and friendship with some of these other beings that have watched us from afar, but have not felt comfortable with coming in close to be close to humanity because of our resistance and because of our warlike nature. So as all of that shifts over the next 50 to 100 years, we will start to have more of these relationships in a much closer way, in a much more collaborative way. Organisms are meant to collaborate. They are not meant to kill to survive. That is part of a paradigm of thought and belief on this planet that we always believed that in order to survive, we had to kill. And that is not what we have going forward. Going forward, we're going to live in more community and companionship and collaboration. And collaboration is really the way to move forward with each other, with different countries, with different nations, with different people from all over. That is the way that we will work together cohesively in community and collaboration on this planet. And once that collaboration vibratory field starts to emit from the earth and flow out into the cosmos, then we will start to have that collaborative relationship with beings outside of our dimensional fields and outside of Earth itself. So we have some very exciting times coming up. And so today, as we celebrate Earth and her passage through this time, as we celebrate humanity and humanity's passage through this time, I'd like to take you through a meditation in which we are going to gather up all of our intentions for both Earth and for ourselves, and what we are ready to embrace and what we are ready to embody, both at that nanomolecular DNA level all the way out to the way we express ourselves in our lives. We're going to take all of that and we're going to offer that up through this portal. Now, these portals may appear differently to each of you. For me, I've been seeing for weeks these portals presenting themselves as an arch. So this beautiful arch is going to be what we flow our intentions into. We'll start, as I said, with the earth intentions for her healing and for her longevity and for her evolution. And then we will also offer up our own intentions for ourselves. And then we're going to shift and move to a new space within our sacred garden and travel through a different arch. And this arch has been shown to me to be violet in color, like a violet flame. And we're going to walk through that arch together, and all of our body will absorb that violet flame, and it will be burning away the old and bringing in and revitalizing all that you are, all the way down to that DNA level. And so come with me now, and let's start in on these two different ceremonies with these arches. Go ahead and take some nice deep breaths. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you breathe, feel the energy of life and all that is of source flow into your body. Bring the breath all the way down to the belly. Fill your whole body with this energy and life. As you breathe, feel your body begin to relax. Feel the muscles of your neck soften and let go. Feel the muscles of your shoulders soften and let go. And then feel your back and your lower back soften, let go. Your belly softens. Allowing your body to feel supple and part of your environment. Feel your hips soften and relax. Your legs soften and relax. Your feet, your hands. You feel present and aware, yet relaxed. Feel safe and warm, comfortable. And we're going to start by walking down into our sacred garden. So I want you to see yourself in a room that feels comfortable and safe. And in this room, there's a doorway. You go to that doorway and open it. And there's a stairway that's lit with candles, with 13 steps going downward. You begin walking down these stairs slowly, taking a breath at each one, flowing down slowly from 13 to 12, 12 to 11, feeling yourself drop deeper, 11 to 10, continuing to relax, 10 to 9, down to 8, down to 7, feeling yourself connected to the earth as you sink deeper, down to 6, to 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You are relaxed and calm. You stand before another doorway. At the top of this doorway, there is a placard and it has your name on it. You walk through this doorway. And this is your space. This is your room. And this room has everything you need in it. This beautiful room. It's comfortable, it's warm, it's well lit. And whomever you wish to take into your sacred garden is here waiting for you in this room. It might be your spirit animal or a beloved pet. It could be a best friend or a loving relative. It is someone you feel close and comfortable to and wish to bring with you for this ceremony today. At the end of this room, there is another doorway. And this doorway opens to your secret garden. You go to that doorway now and open it. And you and your companions, if you have them, flow into the garden. You walk before you. You awe at the beautiful space around you. Each of you has a different sacred space. Send gratitude and love to this space, honoring it for being here for you for this meditation, for this activation of your soul's energy. Continue forward and see yourself walking down to a lake. You walk down to the sandy shore of this lake, and there's a pier there, a long pier that you begin to walk out on. And at the end of this pier, there's a very large platform. Hovering above this platform is a beautiful, glowing golden arch. This golden archway frames perfectly the beautiful planets of Saturn and Jupiter together, connected energetically and shining their light upon you. You walk towards this opening and you bow in gratitude to this beautiful space that is before you and this opportunity to share your intentions for Earth and for your soul's path to come to fruition in this time, in this moment. You place a hand upon your heart and you begin to amplify the energies of your heart, because this is where all of your intentions originate and flow from. As you amplify the energies of your heart, your intentions for the earth begin to flow outward from the center of your chest, flowing out from your heart and through the archway, flowing out through the archway and into the great beyond, flowing towards the cosmic energies. Each one of them flowing out with golden light from your heart. Each intention for the earth, for her health, for her well-being, for her continued evolution. Her journey is our journey. Her healing is our healing. Send your intentions with speedy, efficient flow out into the universe to expand and to flow into all spaces and to become part of the web of life around us, to become part of the grids of energy around the earth, to create and be the new vibration of healing for this planet. Good. And now from your heart, you begin to send all of those intentions for what you wish to manifest in this now moment, in your body, in your life, going forward as we move through this portal. What do you wish to vibrate in accordance with? What do you wish to flow into? What do you wish to evolve towards? What do you wish to experience? Who do you wish to experience that with? And how? How do your relationships feel in your body? How do you express your emotions in this new time? How can you love yourself completely, unabashedly, with reckless abandon in this new time? Send those intentions out. Allow them to flow out into the stars. Allow them to flow out towards our sun. Allow them to flow out towards all of your helpers and guides, angels and archangels, ascended masters. Give a final sweep out and allow everything to flow out into that beautiful archway portal. Send it with love. Send it with speed. Send it with all that you are. We bow in gratitude to this arch, thanking all of our helpers and guides, our cosmic partners, our earth helpers, our angels and ascended masters for being here today to witness our intentions for the earth and for our souls, to witness our ceremony of bringing forth all of that into the now moment in this time and place. And we step back from this beautiful archway. We do not turn our back, but we step back and flow back along the pier, back to the sandy shore, bowing again as we reach the sand. Taking a breath, becoming fully present in your body, connecting to the earth, in your sacred space. And now we ready ourselves and we turn towards the pathway that we see before us along the shore. We walk along the sandy shore and we see it begin to widen and open. It widens and opens, and there in front of us is a large, wide expanse of sandy area, and we see a beautiful violet archway in front of us. And we see hundreds and thousands of beings around the archway, above it, around it, in front, behind, all around. These are all of the beings that are always with you, that always wish to help you and to bring about your evolution, your understanding, your health, your well-being, your joy, your experience. They are there to watch, to witness. And they have been here to watch and witness this moment in our linear time, which for them has already come to pass. And they watch and witness as we approach this beautiful violet archway. And we're going to walk through this archway hand in hand with each of them as a group, moving through this beautiful archway. And as you do, the light that is all around it will flow all around you, this beautiful violet flame flowing around you, lighting you up from the inside, moving through your DNA, lighting up your DNA, activating codes of your DNA that have lied dormant for hundreds and thousands of years, lighting up aspects of your soul that has not been able to express itself in this dimensional field, but is now able to do so. As you light up, as you fill with this beautiful violet flame, see your whole body glowing with it, burning away the old, burning away that which no longer serves, burning away the old detritus of lessons learned that no longer need to be brought with you as you move forward into this new space. Continue to be with that violet light as it flows through you, activating and opening every energy center in your body, every meridian, every chakra, flowing through your veins, flowing through your whole body. This is what you have come for, to witness, to experience firsthand. This is what it means to be human. This is what it means to experience the joy of creation, the joy of living as a creation, the joy of expression in energy as form. Your form is capable of so much. What you thought was impossible now becomes possible. Moving from states of particle to wave, inhabiting the quantum field, understanding the quantum field in a way in which you are able to utilize that energy the energy that the body creates, the energy that the emotions emit from the body, the ability to flow with that energy, to radiate that energy outward for good, to radiate that flow into all of humanity for change, for evolution, for creation, bringing what serves you, bringing what serves humanity into form through that understanding of the quantum dynamics of the energy that flows from you and that you receive from your space, from your environment at all times. You are in interaction constantly with your environment, and that flow of molecules and energy and photons of light to and from you to your environment to you is this dynamic relationship that you now engage in a way that helps you to understand who and what you truly are and what you are capable of. This is the era in which we discover what it means to be human, how to encompass that, how to fully experience that. Allow your imagination to grow your ideas and your dreams. Follow your dreams. Your dreams are showing you what is possible. Your dreams are lighting the path for skills that you have deep within you that are beginning to emerge now. This violet flame awakens those skills, awakens those aspects of your DNA that bring forth those abilities within you. Breathe into that. Breathe into your body. It is through the physical body that all is manifested, that all is experienced. It is through the physicality that you are the miraculous being that you are. Bring all of that energy of the violet flame into the center of your being, into your heart, into your solar plexus, into your sacral chakra, into your root, into your throat, into your third eye, and into your crown. This is the energy that radiates from all energy centers of your body now. This is your new dimensional dynamic flow. This is your new light code. You are an expression of the divine in all ways. As you bring the energy within the physical, take a moment to bow in gratitude to all of your helpers and guides and support that is all around you. And let them know that you will be in contact and that you will begin to have a stronger relationship with them if you do not so already. That you will be open to hearing their guidance, to allowing that guidance to help drive your experiences, as that is one with your own higher self, your own guidance. You are your own best guidance. But these beings that stand around you, they are here in support of you. They always have been, they always will be. They are a reflection of your own soul's path and your own higher self's understanding and knowing where you are headed, where you have been. So spend time with them in the future. We thank them, each and every one of them. It is now time to return through our sacred garden, up through our stairs, and back into our room. We turn to go knowing that we can come back at any time. We turn to go knowing that this sacred part of us, this garden exists within us, that it is part of us, that is not separate from us, that it is our experience, and that it is our reflection of the divine within us. And we take it with us wherever we go. And we move through our beautiful garden and back to our doorway. And we say goodbye to our companions who came with us and thank them. And we move through into the stairs. And we rise up through the 13 steps up into our room. Shutting the door behind us. Bowing to ourselves. Gratitude for taking this journey, for creating ceremony around this passage, for honoring the earth, for honoring all of our guides and helpers, and for honoring our soul's path, for the allowance of its expression through us as physical beings. Take a nice deep breath. Good. You're ready. You can open your eyes. I know after these meditations, we can all feel extremely relaxed, and it's a little hard to talk. If anyone wants to leave any comments or would like to talk with the group, that is perfectly fine too. You can go ahead and raise your hand. Otherwise, I would just ask each of you to spend some time journaling and talking about your experience. Each time you go into your sacred garden, it's good to write down what you saw, who was there, what you experienced, and that will help you to look back on this time and remember, because we are in for another exciting year. I want to let you know that not all of the year will be ice cream and roses, perhaps, and rainbows and butterflies, but it certainly will be moving in the direction of positive change for this planet and positive change for all of humanity. And that's an exciting thing. And that's something that we've been working towards for lifetime after lifetime, whether we knew it or not. And it's finally come to a time on this planet when it's happening. It's actually unfolding at a much more accelerated rate. It is an acceleration of something that has been long in the making. It's a shift into a softer, more creative, more alive time, a time of collaboration and of inventive ideas. That is how it has been explained to me by my guides. And for each of you to interact with that type of energy, you can expect to see different things happening for you. You may notice that while daydreaming, you feel yourself moving into a different dimensional space. You may not recognize it at first as it's happening, but you may begin to recognize the signs that you feel like you're in a dreamlike quality and you're starting to see things or experience things or get information. You might start to notice that you're getting telepathic information, or that you start to channel, or that you start to use light language, that in meditation you start to converse with guides, or you start to have experiences. I highly recommend that you do spend time each day, if possible, in meditation or doing something similar, such as shamanic journeying, or spending time out in nature, just quiet with yourself, walking, Many of us meditate through motion and through moving the body, and that's a wonderful way to meditate as well. You don't always have to be sitting and quiet and try to still the mind. That's very difficult for some of us. It's better in some ways to walk or to hike or whatever movement you like to do, whether it's yoga or qigong, the 5 movements, whatever it may be. Do something that helps you to become relaxed and present, and then allow your gifts to unfold. We're moving into a very dynamic energy time, and so our gifts will start to show themselves. Your gift may be to become more artistic or creative. You may see your creations that you create artistically coming into life in different ways. Things are going to become a little more literal in that sense, in that you may create something by drawing or painting or with clay, and then it may come to fruition in your reality, or you may see aspects of it coming into fruition. Remember that during this time that we're entering, that we are all creative beings. We've always been creative beings, but we're moving into this time of energy that we find ourselves in now, where your thoughts and emotions and intentions are going to hold a lot more energetic weight, if you will. They're going to be a lot more powerful. So it's important that you really have good mental and emotional hygiene. It doesn't mean you have to be in a good mood all the time, but it does mean that it's important that if you're not feeling good, if you're feeling defensive or angry or in resistance or very sad, that you really try to understand where that's coming from and what is missing for you, and what is what you're vibrationally matching, what memory is coming up for you that's causing you to feel that angst, to feel that anger, and to get to the bottom of it quickly. The good news is that you will be able to get to the bottom of it very quickly. It'll be sort of right there present for you. And then you can do your process of coming into acceptance, self-love, forgiveness of self and others, and reintegrate that energy from a neutral standpoint so that it no longer has that sort of sway over you. It's going to be more important than ever to do that really quickly, because the type of energy of that low vibrational frequency, if we keep it around us for too long, is really going to have some pretty dramatic effects on us. And we don't want that type of energy flow and emotional energy flow. It's like, if I could describe it, everything's going to be exaggerated. So emotions will be exaggerated. So in that case, if you are vibrating in a frequency of love and joy and community and collaboration, what you're going to see show up in your life is love, joy, community, and collaboration. And if you're vibrating in that frequency of fear, hatred, and distrust, then you're going to see a lot of that type of stuff showing up in your life. And I've talked a couple of times recently about the bifurcation that's going to occur with humanity, where those who are predominantly in that vibration of low frequency are going to really start to see that very prominently in their lives. They're going to have a completely different experience from those of you that are vibrating in a different way. So you can expect more of that to become more obvious. And so anything you can do to quickly understand where your fearful or resistant emotions are coming from will be to your benefit, and then clearing those out. And if you need assistance, you can work with a friend or another guide to get you there if you can't get there yourself. But however you do it, or whether you see a counselor, really take care of those things right away, and enjoy bringing all of the fruition of what you've been working hard towards for so long into this now moment. It's our time. It's a wonderful, wonderful place to be in with humanity. I'm going to take a minute to see the comments here. I don't have the chat window open. Oh, thank you. Someone said, what fun. Someone said, beautiful. Happy solstice. Thank you so much. And beautiful. Thank you for today. Thank you so much, you guys. If you have any questions about today or about how to bring this forward, or you'd like to get some more information detailed for you specifically, you can reach out to me at info@JaileneTracey.com, as always. And a couple more comments. Oh, good. You felt that deeply. Good. I'm so glad. And you're so welcome. Thank you so much, all of you, for being here. A little shorter than usual, but this is really just the intention here is to bring all of who you are into this now moment. And I would love for you guys to continue to do these meditations. Visit your sacred garden. You can go back and listen to this again and do it again. It'll only continue to amplify the energies. I also want to really encourage you guys to use your voice and to either hum or chant or sing, and also use your body. Move your body, use your voice. These are all aspects of what it means to be human. They're fundamental parts of our being. And when we use our voice, especially for those of you who are on your own, you may not be using your voice as much as you are accustomed to. And so make sure that if you're alone, that you are spending time either chanting or humming or singing your favorite song or doing some of the tones that I do, whatever speaks to your heart. Make sure you express yourself verbally. It's important. It's an important thing. It's a way of bringing energy into a space. When you have an intention, a positive intention in your mind, and then you voice that intention through song or through tones or through chanting, it amplifies that intention out into the space. It carries a vibrational frequency that moves through the cosmos very efficiently, very quickly. So I encourage all of you to do that. It's brought so much joy to me, and I hope it has also brought joy to you. Big hugs and love to you all. Enjoy the solstice. Have a wonderful evening. And here on the Pacific Coast, we're just about to see that beautiful Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. I'll be going outside to watch and witness that and to send my gratitude to the beautiful energies of the cosmos. Goodbye for now, and we will see you again next month.